Ako urong dito, and I said I would stake my honor, my life, and even the presidency.
Press, good morning. First of all, I'd like to express my deepest sympathy to the bereaved families of 9 reportedly members of the Negros Federation of Sugar Workers, or NFWS, who were killed in a mass shooting late Saturday evening in Hacienda Nene, Purok, Fire 3, Barangay Bulanon, Sagay City, Negros Occidental. The Philippine National Police condemns in the strongest sense this despicable attack on poor peasants, even as we vow to mobilize all available resources to ensure that those responsible are held accountable for their crime, and justice is served to the victims and their families. Pursuit operations composed of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and Philippine National Police units have been launched since Saturday, while a special investigation task group has been formed to look deeper into the incident. All indications suggest the participation of the CPP-NPA in pursuit of their Oplan, Bungkalan at Okupasyon, a grand design to occupy private and government properties using their mass base and to create untoward incident, then blame it on the government. However, I have directed that all angles should be explored in their investigation and to gather solid pieces of evidence that will support an airtight case which should be filed in our courts as soon as possible. Also, in the wake of series of armed hostilities staged by the local communist dissident movement, the national headquarters has alerted anew all PNP field units to conduct counter actions against stepped-up tactical offensive activities of the CPP-NPA, dubbed Supermarket, aimed at collecting more firearms and equipment from police and military targets through raids and ambuscades on soft targets and other targets of opportunity. We believe the increased activity of the CPP-NPA in the recent series of hostilities could also be part of its saber-rattling tactics to project an image of strength to highlight the forthcoming CPP-NPA anniversary in December 26 and to bolster its extortion activities in the forthcoming election season next year. We likewise condemn these acts of lawless terror by the local communist movement against symbols of government authority. We mourn the loss of 4 of our brothers in arms, but we assure the ends of justice will be served. On another matter, I am glad to share with you the National Peace and Order Outlook as gleaned from our Unit Crime Periodic Reports, or UCPER. The significant 17.39% drop in crime incidents during the January to June period and onwards until the end of September is expected to become the trend in the remaining months of the year, when petty crimes are traditionally believed to peak in the holiday season. But contrary to this perception of a spike in crimes during the bare months, we see a steady decline in all crime categories, but we do not discount the possibility of violent crimes leading to the election period in January. Notwithstanding this possibility, we noted that homicide incidents have been slightly reduced during the first half of 2018 after several months of consistently posting increased incidents among the 8 focus crime categories. Compared with the homicide data during the first half of 2017, homicide incidents in January to June 2018 were fewer by 108 cases, or 9.4% lower. Comparative homicide data showed increasing trend since last year until it began to taper off in April to June 2018. As of mid-year 2018, all 8 focus crimes categories have posted marked decline in the number of incidents from the same period in 2017. Murder decreased by 29.54%, homicide decreased by 9.47%, physical injury decreased by 33.8%, rape decreased by 24.82%, robbery decreased by 34.40%, theft decreased by 36.90%, carnapping of motor vehicle decreased by 36.30%, and carnapping of motor vehicles decreased by 26.61%. Overall, total crime volume decreased by 47,947 incidents, or 17.39%, from 275,702 in January to June 2017 to only 227,757 incidents during the same 6-month period of the current year. The decrease in crime volume can be attributed to the 19,242 or 33.5% decrease in index crimes and 28,703 or 13.20% decrease among reported non-index crimes. Among index crimes, the top 3 most prevalent crimes are theft, physical injury, and robbery. But despite theft and physical injury registering the top most prevalent crimes nationwide, both crime categories went down by 36.90% and 33.80% respectively. On our security preparations, we are continuously validating our election watch list of areas as basis for our operational actions and deployment of forces. As the primary law enforcement arm of the COMELEC, we may recommend certain areas to be placed under COMELEC control as warranted by the situation in these areas. Intense rivalry among the opposing parties or candidates is the key factor that could motivate people to engage in violent acts. The occurrence of violence may be facilitated by the employment of PUGs by some politicians and abetted by easy access to loose firearms. In certain instances, the services of gun-for-hire gangs are believed tapped to attack the opponent. Violence may also erupt among the supporters of contending parties. In some areas, the security of the upcoming political exercise will be affected by serious armed threats posed by organized armed groups like the New People's Army and the Muslim separatist groups in central and western Mindanao. Their direct or indirect participation in the elections may precipitate the occurrence of violence. Thank you and good morning.
Thank you very much, sir. First question will come from Joy Cantos, Filipino Star ngayon.
Sir, good morning po. With regards sa attack po sa Negros Occidental sa mga farm workers sa Silay City, have we identified the perpetrators and paid daw po, sir? And what's the basis, sir, and the motive behind that murderous attack?
Andito yung the regional director himself, who is the former PIO. I'm sure he can answer that.
Yes, sir. Magandang umaga. Madam Joy Cantos, magandang umaga sa inyo lahat. Ang tanong ni Madam Joy Cantos is about the motive and kung identified na yung mga perpetrators dun sa mga pumatay doon sa mga biktima sa Sagay, Negros Occidental. I would like to tell this group that we have not identified the perpetrators yet, but we are pursuing 3 angles. One is that the incident may be perpetrated by the landowner using goons. Second, this may be perpetrated by the other claimants. Kasi kung mapapansin ninyo, ito kasing property, itong hacienda na ito, ay merong mga tillers and accordingly merong 40 farmers na legitimate tillers, although some of them have been linked to the New People's Army also, meaning supporters sila doon. So, ito ang maaring grupo na pinagsususpetsahan namin na maaring naging involved doon sa insidente. And third, of course, yung pangatlong motibo dito ay yung possible involvement of the New People's Army. Kasi kung mapapansin ninyo, based on the information we gathered, itong mga biktima ay 2 araw pa lang na miyembro nitong National Federation of Sugar Workers dito sa Negros. So mga bago sila. At dinala sila doon sa isang lugar, doon sa hacienda, para mag-occupy At nung maisettle down sila doon, yung mga recruiters na allegedly core group of the NFSW ay umalis. And a few minutes after that, nung 9:45 in the evening, binaril sila. At yung ating SOCO na nag-imbestiga sa crime scene ay may mga sinasabi na ang suspects daw ay maaring between 5 and 7 people lang. But itong mga core group members na umalis ay nagsasabi na mga 40 ang umatake. So there are conflicting statements from the core group members. Kaya ito ay pinag-aaralan namin na maaaring kagagawan din nila at isisi nila sa ating pamahalaan.
Kay General Albayalde, sir. Sir, yung NPA po sa Bicol, inadmit nila na sila yung behind dun sa attack po sa convoy ni FDA Director Charid po, no? Killing 3 policemen and 3 others. Ano na pong nangyari dun sa...
Well, of all indications, talagang sila ang nag-perpetrate dun sa ambush na yon, no? With the use of IED. Last week, nung nandun ako, I directed the provincial commander there to prepare the case. No? Lahat yan ng evidence, to gather all the evidence and take accounts of witnesses so that we'll be able to file a case against them. Dito mga tao na to.
Sir, do you think the proposal for a localized pistock would succeed if the NPA will continue to conduct atrocities? It's oxymoron to say that they are purpose, that there is still in the murderous rampage and ambuscades and arson.
Actually, this is a sign of the success of localized pistocks. Kaya nga sila naggagawa ng ganitong mga atrocities to show that they are still a force to reckon with. Dahil marami na ang nagsosurrender sa kanilang hanay. Especially dito sa may parte ng Region 4A. Ang dami ng yung mga armado nila mismo ay nagsosurrender. Kaya sila merong tinatawag na yung oplan, kung ano supermarket, merong kung ano-ano silang mga oplan. This is all to show that they are still a force to reckon with. Parang gusto nilang ipalabas na medyo malakas pa sila. Pero sa totoo, sila ay mahina na. Merong word na ginagamit yung EPI, inconsequential, sabi nga. No? Yung word na ginagamit ng EPI sa kanila. No? Kaya ito ang gusto nilang i-disprove lang. Gusto nilang ipakita na hindi sila ganon. If you'll notice, dun sa mga lugar na yan, like in Aurora, talagang meron naman na talaga noon pa yan. Hindi pa na-clear talaga naman yung part ng Aurora. Dun sa Bicol region, meron din pa may part na, dun sa Negros, meron din talaga dyan. No? Bandang Samar, meron pa yan, may problema pa. Bandang Mindanao, meron din. So, pinpointed lang naman yung mga talagang may laman pa. No? Ito ang pamamaraan nila para ipakita na talagang malakas pa sila. So, this is just a manifestation na medyo nagdo-double time lang din sila sa effort nila.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Next question, yun is Amonte, PTV4.
Sir, good morning. Congratulations po dun sa decrease on the crime rate. Pero sir, may mga reports ang PIDEA na parang nagmumura na yung droga, 1,400 na lang. So is this, mas mababa na ba yung droga dahil mas talamak ulit?
Well, I don't know if the PIDEA has the statistics. You have to ask the Director PIDEA for that. No, I cannot second guess the Director of PIDEA on that, kung saan nakuha yung statistics na yun. As per experience, hindi namin alam kung hindi namin ma-validate yan pa as of this time kung talagang nagmura na sinasabi at nag-overflow yung supply of drugs, particularly in Metro Manila. No? But as I've said, kung talagang totoo man na talagang nag-overflow yung we will not blame anybody here, no? But we will double time our effort and we will do all our best sa Philippine National Police para maubos at para makuha kung totoo man na may nakalusot na tonelada na shabu because of those na nakalusot na magnetic lifters, no? But we will not be blaming anybody here. Pero on our part, we will double time our effort siguro para makuha natin at ma-recover yung sinasabing shabu kung meron man totoong nakalusot.
Sir, sabi ni Presidential Spokesperson, patunayan ng PIDEA nga if ever mas mura nga itong yung mga droga. Pero for the part of PNP, sir, mas mura na ba talaga? May namomonitor ba kayo ganon?
As I've said, wala kaming nakukuhang reports on that, no? And I think it will be the DDB who will be saying kung talagang nagmura yung that should be actually be validated. No, as of this time hindi namin ma-validate 'yan dahil because of our effort sa sa street level lang pareho lang din eh. Wala man kami nakukuhang diferensya, wala naman kami nakukuhang bumaba yung information na bumaba yung presyo ng illegal na droga. So I think you have to ask the Director PIDEA kung meron silang validated effort or reports na talagang bumaba yung basta on our part we will double time our effort doon sa kung pwedeng ma-recover lahat yung tonneladang sinasabi na nakalusot na yan. If we have to triple time our effort, we will do it.
Sir, last na po, yung sa pag-atake recently ng NPA, is this still part of that Red October movement or attacks to? Dahil
Saan alin?
Red October movement, yung mga pag-atake ng NPA recently?
Ang isa yan is we really cannot validate kung that is part of Red October movement. It is a part of their yung mass-based recovery nila. That's a part of their mass-based recovery kasi they're medyo natatamaan nga sila because of this yung mga nagsusurrender sa kanilang hanay, because of this localized peace talks. Kaya nagdo-double time din sila. Pero we really cannot say if these atrocities are part of the Red October na sinasabi.
If it's not part of the Red October, sir, part of their anniversary plan, pre-anniversary.
Isa yan kasi is when they do these atrocities, like for example, itong nangyari sa sa Negros, no? Pwede kasi nilang ipasa yan sa na naman, like what's happening. Sinisisi naman sa yan ang AFP and the PNP. Remember, hindi naman po siguro gagawin ng natin yan, AFP or even the PNP na magmassacre ng ganyang karaming tao at So, ang dyan, what will we gain from that? No? Kung AFP ang sasabihin kaagad natin na gumawa niyan, no? That's why it is being deeply investigated. No? This is part of a plan or a ploy na pwedeng isisi kasi sa government forces yan. Kaya ganyan. So wag po tayong basta-basta maniwala na sinasabi nila na yan ay kagagawan ng Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Thank you, sir.
Ann Soberano, Bombo Radyo.
General, good morning. Sir, may pahayag po si former COMELEC Commissioner Gregorio Larrazabal, at sinabi niya na possible po daw na maging violente po yung 2019 midterm election. Sir, ganun din po ba yung assessment ng PNP?
Hindi pa natin masyado ngayon. Although there are indications na intense political rivalry, not necessarily leading to violence. Ngayon, yung medyo mainit, yung pagsasagutan, yung supporters between one supporter to another, marami ng selosan, marami yung chief of police na hindi kanya, marami na tayong nakukuha mga ganyan na pwedeng palitan ba yun itong provincial commander, itong city director, marami tayong nakukuha na rin ng mga request. Mga the usual, no? The usual na requests from different candidates and incumbents, no? Kaya alam natin na medyo mainit yung but not necessarily leading to violence.
Pero sir, may mga ginawa na ba tayong hakbang regarding?
Yes. Marami na tayong unang-una, renotate. If you'll notice, ang dami na na-rotate na chief of police, provincial commanders nationwide. And we let that to the discretion of the regional directors, yung iba. Yung iba naman are coming from the national headquarters, kung anong nakikita natin.
Ano pong yung lugar, General, na may pinakamaraming na-relieve po?
Sa 4A.
Sa 4A.
Sa 4A. Hindi lang siguro na yan. Sa 4A, marami silang na ikot na chief of police. In some parts in Mindanao, meron din. In Region 3, meron na rin. Sa Region 6, nandito yung RD, meron na rin. That's why, as early as 2 or 3 months ago, we already instructed them no, to validate the performance, number one, the performance of the affiliations of their commanders on the ground. No? At saka yung mga performance nila on the campaign against gun for hire, loose firearms, and private armed groups. Yun yung tinitingnan natin.
Sir,
And of course, yung pag sobrang dikit sa mga incumbents lalo na or sa mga candidates.
Sir, may mga preparations na po tayo dito sa 2019 midterm election. What about po doon sa plebiscite po na gaganapin sa January, yung sa Bangsamoro Organic Law? Ano po yung preparation doon ng Philippine National Police? Kasama po yung Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Well, unang-una, ang ano kasi dyan is the maintenance of peace and order lang yun sa atin. Pagdating dyan, remember, the Mindanao is still under martial law. So it's basically controlled by the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Sir,
So
kanina, sir.
tayo ay full support. Tayo doon.
Sir, kanina, sir, nakita ko dalawang generals from the AFP. May napag-usapan po ba kayo regarding sa...
No, that's just a normal Monday breakfast dito.
Okay.
No, it's ano yun, more normal Monday na breakfast lang namin yun.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Next question, George Cahiles, CNN Philippines.
Morning, sir.
Yes.
Sir, balikan ko lang yung Silay incident.
Sa
Yung Silay, sir.
Sagay.
Sagay, sorry. Sagay, sir, sorry. Ano na po yung pieces of evidence na may hawak natin at saka yung witness accounts, kung meron man, na nagtuturo sa tatlong binabanggit kaninang
accordingly, kanina nakausap ko yung lately lang nakausap ko yung provincial commander doon. Accordingly, merong witnesses diyan. Meron silang witnesses diyan sa ano. And of course, part ng findings ng SOCO. Nandito si RD, maybe probably he will be able to give details.
Meron tayong mga ebidensyang nakuha doon sa crime scene. And may firearms, may mga rounds of ammunition na nakuha doon sa nadala mismo ng mga biktima. So meaning, even if sila yung naging biktima, meron din silang dalang firearms na maaaring nagamit. And in fact, sinubmit na rin sila for paraffin test, and yung kanilang firearms were already submitted for ballistic examination. And of course, the spent shells that were recovered also in the crime scene. Meron din tayong mga iba pang iniimbestigahan na kasama ng mga naging biktima. Ito yung members of the core group ng Negros Sugar Federation of Sugar Cane Workers. At although they were already released to their lawyers last night, pero yung ibang mga survivors ay nasa custody pa ng Sagay Police Station for further investigation.
Sige, sir. Thank you, sir. How many people are we investigating? Yung binabanggit pong member ng core group, sir?
Dalawa sila. Nakuhanan na sila ng statement kagabi na paraffin test na rin sila, and all the investigation processes have already been done before they were released to their lawyers last night.
Sir, may file.
Yung ibang kasamahan ng mga witnesses are still with us, at kinukuhanan pa sila ng statements ng ating mga investigators.
Sir, may findings na yung paraffin test sa kanila?
Wala pa, at yun ang pinakikiusap namin sa SOCO na bilisan yung kanilang processing.
Sir, at saka i-verify ko lang, tama yung pagkaintindi ko na yung biktima mismo, sir, ay may baril.
Yes, correct.
Anong baril, sir?
Caliber 38, and may mga rounds of shotguns din sila.
So, yung inaaral natin yung possibility that they fought back o may nakalaban pa sa kanila.
Yes, kino-consider yun ng SOCO, but we will wait for the result of their processing.
Okay. Sir, sinabi. Sir, anyway, sir, another thing, are we dropping the possibility na may involvement nga yung military? Kasi sir, sa inyong tatlong dahilan or tatlong angles, wala na yung possibility of that.
We are still doing the investigation, but as of last night, the focus of our investigation was on the three angles. But sabi nga namin, since there are members of the military, especially the CAFGO in the area, we are also considering them as personalities to be investigated as well.
Sir, thank you.
Next question, Lea Ilagan, UNTV.
Morning, sir. Sir, yung Opland Supermarket na binabanggit ng NPA, sino po ang target nito? Mga police station ba? Mga civilian din?
Yes, pwede. Mga soft targets kung tawagin. Like yung nangyari sa Camarines Sur, nakuhanan ng isang baril. They conduct hasty ambushes na kahit makakuha sila ng mga firearms. Hindi lang yan. Usually, yung iba naman sa mga cities, they get the firearms from the security guards. Tututukan yung mga security guard, kukunin lang yung mga firearms. So, sa mga tinatawag nating mga soft targets, ito yung mga madali nilang makuha. Yung mga unmanned natin or undermanned na mga detachments at saka mga police stations o yung mga police precincts natin.
Sir, based sa inyong intel information, may kumikilos bang miyembro ng New People's Army dito sa Metro Manila?
Dito, kasi Metro Manila is considered a white area. No? Sinasabi ng white area. Usually kapag white area, hindi nila ginagalaw yan. Kasi parang RNR area nila yan. Ayaw nilang guluhin yan. Although, meron talaga yung mga nagtatago dito. Meron naman dito sa Metro Manila talaga mga nagtatago. Because this is the considered white area. Especially so in some parts of Manila and Quezon City.
So sir, wala pang namomonitor ang PNP?
Yung mga armed or atrocities na plano nila, wala pa.
Thank you, sir.
Hindi natin pwedeng i-take for granted yun actually. Yes. That's why usually before the anniversary, nag-full alert kami dyan. Not only us, but also the AFP.
Sir, good morning po. For Sir John Bulalakaw po, on the Negros Occidental mass shooting. Sir, pwede ho bang pakiclarify sa amin yung naging insidente? Meron lang akong mga konting katanungan dun sa details lang, na konting-konti lang. Nung nangyari yung mass shooting, sir, ilang mga workers yung nasa loob ng tolda, sir?
Siyam lang sila at lahat sila namatay doon. Yung ibang kasamahan nila na members of the core group ay umalis. Pumunta sila sa isang bahay kung saan sila allegedly magcha-charge ng kanilang cellular phone. And few minutes after that, nagkaroon na ng shooting. Kaya ganun ang nangyari. Ubus sila lahat doon. Yung siyam na nandun sa shanty.
Sir, yung arrival ng mga gunmen, ano sila? Nakasasakyan ba sila or naglalakad lang sila?
Yung lugar isolated, rough road, walang makapagsabi at isa sa mga pinag-aaralan ng mga investigators yun kung bakit sila o kung paano sila nakarating dun sa lugar na yun. Actually, wala pang makapagsabi kung paano sila nakarating sa lugar, yung mga suspects, at kung paano nila ginawa yung pagbaril. At ang kasalukuyan na investigasyon is para lamang ma-identify kung sino muna yung mga naandon at ano ang mga ginagawa ng mga naging biktima.
Sir, other matters. Sa Boracay reopening, sir, set na on October 26. Ano yung mga preparations natin and ilang police yung ide-deploy natin kung sakali?
Yes, we are all systems go. In fact, on October 25, we will be conducting the capability demonstration wherein the Chief PNP will be present to grace the occasion. And then we have a series of activities that will be done in Boracay. We are well prepared insofar as the equipage, the number of personnel needed, the facilities, especially the buildings, dahil meron kami mga kinonstruct na mga substations dun sa lugar. We transferred the Malay Police Station headquarters and many more. And we will be having a press briefing when we on October 25 in the island.
Sir, one last thing po. Matanong ko lang, sir, kung sakop nyo ba yung implementation ng ordinances regarding proper waste disposal dun sa area ng Boracay? Kasi if you would remember, nung dry run, nung reopening, merong mga reports na may mga nakita daw na nagkalat ulit And syempre, nakakagalit dahil kakaayos lang and then makaka-receive kayo ng ganun.
Tama ka doon, Martin. Actually, nung first day nung soft opening nung October 16, talagang maraming na-disappoint doon sa naging conduct ng ibang mga guests natin because sila mismo ay nagtapon ng mga basura doon at hindi nila inilagay sa mga proper places. At ang PNP naman, lahat ng mga municipal ordinances, especially those with punitive provisions, ay ipinatutupad ng Philippine National Police.
Thank you, sir.
Next question from Aaron Recuenco, Manila Bulletin.
Sir, parang ayaw niyo akong sagutin. Kay Sir John Bull muna. Para dire-diretso na, sir. Sir, yung i-clarify ko lang, yung farmers na nabanggit nyo kanina, dinala doon. So, ibig sabihin, taga-ibang lugar sila?
Yes, taga-ibang lugar sila, Aaron. Ito mga 2 araw pa lang na members ng Federation of Sugar Workers. At lumalabas, base sa initial investigation ng ating police, ay parang lumalabas na ipinain sila doon. That is why we came up with our angle na maaaring this was perpetrated by the New People's Army in pursuance of their campaign to discredit the Philippine government. So yun ang isa sa mga pinag-aaralan namin at tinatutukan ng aming investigasyon. That is the third angle.
Sir, parang more specific lang. So, hindi sila mga taga-Sagay, hindi sila... O taga-ibang barangay lang?
Taga-ibang barangay yung iba ron. Oo, meron din taga-Sagay, pero they are not actually tenants doon sa lugar na yon. Kasi, isa nga doon sa pinag-aaralan din natin, doon sa second angle na pinupursu namin is yung possibility that this incident was perpetrated by the other claimants, allegedly who have been given a deed of donation by the owner of that property. So, yun isa pa sa mga tinututukan namin.
Tapos sir, yung core group naman sir, ano ba to? Yung usual na taga-ibang lugar din na nagmo-mobilize?
Yes, ito yung usual na taga-ibang lugar na involved sa mobilization of people. At ito yung sinasabi kong umalis just before the shooting incident.
Para Manila sila sir o taga-ano din? Negros din?
Taga-Negros din, mga taga-Negros din.
Tapos one last sir, is this the first time na may violent incident involving NFSW dun sa, if you know, sir?
During my time as the regional director of Region 6, this is the first time.
Thank you, sir. Kay Sir Oka naman, sir. Sir, yung nabanggit nyo nung kanina na parang you will recover yung mga tonelada, parang is that parang magkaroon na kayo ng acceptance, a little acceptance na meron ng galing dun sa Cavite?
No. Ang sabi ko doon, kung totoo, yung sinasabi nila, kung totoo. Kasi hindi naman natin talaga as of this time, hindi natin alam, sinasabi ng kabila, sinasabi na, we do not want to meddle with the, between the BOC and the PIDEA. Kaya nga sa akin, sabi ko, it's kung talagang totoo, tatrabaho kami. We will do double time. We will double time our efforts here.
Sir, nabanggit niyo na rin kayo na parang mayroong clash yung dalawang agency. Any piece of advice, sir, kasi part din kayo ng drug war campaign eh.
Yung pala, the BO has had a meeting already. Bok, i-explain mo yung...
I'd like to report to all of you that last week we had a meeting with the PIDEA and the PNP to harmonize our efforts kasi parang napapansin namin na even in the reports parang hindi kami magkakatugma, di ba? But I think starting next month we will have a monthly meeting to harmonize the effort of the government. But we are also planning to invite the other agencies like Bureau of Customs and other related agencies, NBI. Magiging isa lang yung direksyon ng kampanya natin sa illegal drugs.
Yung acceptance sir ng dalawa ng PIDEA, okay naman, hindi naman sila sa meeting ninyo hindi sila nag-iirapan o
they're very cordial naman ang atmosphere ng aming meeting. In fact, it was no less than the Director General appreciated the gesture of the PNP to initiate such a coordination meeting.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Next question, Rhea Mamugay, DZXL.
Kay General General Bulalakaw. Sir, pa-clarify lang po, kanina binabanggit nyo, possible na sangkot yung CPP-NPA sa nangyari sa Negros Occidental. May specific evidence po ba kayo para masabi na CPP-NPA sangkot po dito?
Yun nga ang patuloy na iniimbestigahan namin ngayon. May mga witnesses, may mga statements. At base doon sa circumstances, itong mga namatay ay 2 araw pa lang na miyembro ng Sugarcane Workers Federation. At iniwan lang sila doon samantalang very critical yung lugar. At alam nila na anytime pwede silang lusubin. Bakit iniwanan itong mga core group members na ito?
Yung mga witnesses, sino itong mga tinutukoy yung mga witnesses doon sa lugar?
Merong survivors kasi doon eh. Merong mga residents sa tabi ng lugar kung saan nangyari yung insidente. Bagamat sinasabi nila na nung makarinig sila ng putok, agad silang nagtago. So hindi nila maidetalya talaga yung circumstances.
Pero binabanggit nyo kanina, sir, yung lahat ng workers ay namatay, yung Siam.
Yes, yung Siam.
Sino itong mga survivors na ito po?
Yun yung mga occupants doon sa lugar na medyo malayo-layo at saka yung mga umalis.
Okay po. Thank you, sir. Kay General Albayalde naman, sir. Sir, updated, validated election hotspots for
Initial validation, meron pa lang na but it is still being continuously being validated because yung final list of candidates ay hindi man natin nakuha from the COMELEC. Pero mga initial, meron na kaming mangilan-ngilan. And this is continuously being validated. And also, once we get the final list of candidates from the COMELEC, doon, pwede na rin na siguro namin ma-finalize yung, yung list din namin.
So yung initial na mga election hotspots, mayroon?
Well, we have... hindi, barangay yan eh. Yung municipalities. Nasa yung kanina? We have around... ilang municipalities yun? We have around 896 municipalities nationwide. No? Pwede pang bumaba ito, pwedeng kasi some of these are old incidents way back 2016 at saka nung SKN barangay elections. Kaya pag nakuha namin kung sino-sino yung mga tumatakbo ngayon, then we'll be able to finalize our list of election hotspots also.
Sir, based dyan, saan yung pinakamaraming election hotspots sa Philippines?
Dito, sa ARM pa rin, sa ARMM pa rin, ARMM.
Thank you, sir.
Next question, Ian Cruz, GMA7.
Good morning po, General. Sir, by December 31, matatapos na po ang martial law. Kung hihingan po ng recommendation ng PNP, ano po kayo? For extension kayo or for hindi extension?
Yeah, kung makakatulong, if we think the president or the government is inclined to extend it, the martial law, we will support it. Kung talagang if the government is inclined to extend the martial law in Mindanao, we will support it. Remember kasi hindi naman natatapos yung martial law after the Marawi incident. No? We still have the BBL doon, yung BOL na tinatawag. Magkakaroon pa ng plebiscite doon.
Pero sa part po ng PNP, nakikita nyo na ba na there's a need to extend?
Sa amin, well, sa tingin ko, kung if only we want to maintain the peace and order there, and if only we want to have a peaceful plebiscite doon, mas maganda siguro. Kasi yung martial law doon, it's not the same as martial law nga nung martial law before during the Marcos time. No? Ang doon is yung wala namang pag-curtail ng freedom doon. Doon sa ang nakita lang natin is yung mga massive yung checkpoints na nakikita natin doon. And surrenders of firearms. Also. Tsaka tingin ko, based on mga feedbacks, mas gusto pa nga ng mga tao doon na may martial law.
Sir, going back dun sa FDA sa CAMSUR, NPA lang po bang suspect natin doon? Wala na iba? Sa FDA na...
Yes, of all indications, ang lumalabas dyan, mga CPP, NPA ang nag-perpetrate doon.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Last sets of question coming from Rambo Talabong.
Hello, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask first about dun sa Negros Occidental kay Sir John Bulalaka, sir. You mentioned, sir, 3 angles on the killings. First, I wanted to talk about yung communist NPA, sir. Sabi nyo parang nagamit sila. Based on witnesses, sir, could you identify these witnesses that are actually linking the combatants to the killings, and what did they say?
Hindi ko masabi ngayon yung mga pangalan dahil when the incident happened, nandito na ako sa Manila. But just the same, according to the provincial director, they have individuals that are being investigated and are telling us that the possibility of involvement of the New People's Army is high in this incident.
So the witnesses are only surmising. It's their own theory, but they don't have personal knowledge.
Based on the circumstances, sinasabi nila na may involvement ang New People's Army dito.
Ano daw, sir, yung involvement ng NPA? What did they do in this case?
First, etong ngayon lang dumating yung mga bagong members ito, and they were left alone by the members of, the core group of the federation. And this federation is a legal front of the New People's Army.
Tapos, sir, parang hinayaan talaga nila?
Hinayaan lang nila. And parang lumalabas na ipinain nila. Iniwanan nila, after some time, nagkaroon ng encounter hanggang sa namatay yung siyam na iniwan nilang mga new members of the Sugar Workers Federation.
So the allegation, sir, is that sinadya ng NPA na iwan sila dyan para ma-atake rin ba?
Yun ang kasalukuyang iniimbestigahan, and we are inclined to believe na isa yun. Although I am telling you that this is only one of the angles that we are pursuing. So, as I told you earlier, we have 3 angles, and the last one is the possibility that the New People's Army may be involved in this incident.
But on the NPA theory, sir, what you're saying, let me just clarify, sir, is sila yung naglagay ng tao dyan and may involvement din sila dun sa mga bumaril?
Possible.
Okay, sir.
To blame the government, that is to blame the government.
Okay, so parang set up, sir, gano'n?
Yes, parang set up. Okay.
Okay, sir. Question ko naman po kay Sir Albayalde, kay Sir Oka. Sir, uminit ulit yung issue ng magnetic lifters kasi biglang nagsalita si former X-ray chief ng Bureau of Customs, si Attorney Lourdes Mangawang, na meron daw cover-up, maraming SOP na hindi nasunod. This was mentioned in the Senate and House probes, but now it's being rehashed. And as this is happening, the PNP is part of the investigation of the drugs, di ba? Yung allegedly nakalusot dun sa magnetic lifters. PNP ba ngayon, sir? What is the stand of the PNP? Does the PNP believe na may laman yung magnetic lifters? Kasi divided ngayon ng customs at saka
basically ayaw naming pumasok doon sa kung meron man misunderstandings between the PDEA and whatever their speculation is, kung anong ini-speculate nila, kung anong sinasabi nila, we cannot comment on them on that. Of course, sabi ko nga, we cannot second guess this PDEA agents or the custom agents kung talaga may mga sinasabi sila. But on our part, sabi ko nga, is whether meron o wala yan, at kung merong totoo, as of this time, wala nga kaming nakikita na overflowing ang talagang overflowing yung supply of shabu dito sa metro, lalong-lalo na dito sa Metro Manila. What we see is the normal supply, pang araw-araw. If there is really an overflowing of supply, baka bumalik yung dati na parang na nasa labas ka, may alokan ka ng pipilit pa sa'yo yan, at talagang yung sabihin natin na isang hit mo ay baka 10 piso na lang o 50 pesos dahil nakikita mo dati it's around 200 pesos isang maliit na sachet. But as of this time, hindi namin na yan. If PDEA will be able to substantiate their allegations, then okay, walang problema sa amin yan. But kami, as of this time, wala kaming nakikitang ganon. So we cannot comment on what they're saying actually. Let them substantiate their statements.
Pero sir, yung PNP mismo kasi 'di ba, tatlo kayo nag-i-investigate dito sa case na to, dun sa magnetic lifters.
No, kami support lang.
Support lang.
Support lang kami kung anong lalo na yung mga documents and also yung lalo na sa Cavite, yung mga initialing nag-respond doon, we're supporting the investigation. If they need documents from us, we'll give them documents. Pero we are not the lead agency.
Kamusta sir yung progress sa PNP side? May nahuli na ba tayo sir? Meron ng progress dun sa investigation mismo?
Hindi ko alam kasi hindi nga kami ang lead agency dyan, Rambo. So, we're just in a support role.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Last question, sir.
Okay.
Alfred Alizon, People's Journal.
Sir, yung may pinatay na ako sa MSC, at sabi ng local police, first,
yung pamangkin niya? Yung na elected ba yun? Hindi. Yung pamangkin yata, grandson. That is still being investigated. Remember, Nueva Ecija is a perennial hotspot also. No, Nueva Ecija is a perennial hotspot also. And I think during the midterm elections next year, it will stay as one of the hotspots natin.
Sir, last na lang. Kanina sa opening statement, 17.29% yung reduction ng budget. Sir, yung sa particular sa aming lalaw, under the martial law, sir,
Meron ba? Sa martial law? Pagbaba? Sa martial law, yung sa Mindanao, ilan ang baba ng martial law? Meron ka ng by region? Wala akong per region, but you can get the data from DO. Wala akong specific per region. We have data per region. Meron kaming data per region yan. We can give you that later. Yeah. Across the nation kasi yan yung pagbaba. Very few yung mga I think one or two regions lang ang nag-reflect ng konting pagtaas sa crime volume. Merong dalawang maliit na region. During our last command conference, we'll check on the pero pwede mo kunin kay DO yan.
There is a last pahabol question coming from Tito Flores, addressed to Director HPG.
Kay Sir Paji, sir. Tungkol dun sa viral video na allegedly mga HPG members to na nag-escort na sinira yung side mirror ng isang private citizen.
Yan, actually nag-viral nga yun, yung motorcycle escort allegedly na HPG. Actually, mali yung ginawa na yun. Nakita ko rin yun eh. So, tinatawagan na natin yung taxi owner na pumunta sa akin para imbestigan natin. Pero, ina-assure ko sa inyo na hindi po HPG yun. Hindi po HPG yun. Kasi unang-una, yung HPG motorcycle may markings at may seal ng HPG. May markings sa HPG malaki. Makikita nyo kaagad. Tapos, ang HPG nakikita nyo naman, palaging naka-reflectorize. Yung naka-best kami na may HPG talaga sa likod. At the same time, yung uniform ng HPG, makikita nyo na may pipings na pula pag non-officer, tapos may pipings na gold pag officers. So, hindi po HPG yun. But I assure you, at i-report ko sa inyo, identified na namin yung dalawa. Baka mamaya o bukas mag-report sa akin yung dalawa, malaman nyo. So, tinatawagan namin yung victim dito, pagtulungan po natin na pailan ng kaso tong mga motorcycle escort na to kasi hindi po tinotolerate ng PNP, alam na si PNP, talaga hindi ito tolerate yan. So, we will ask the help of the victim to come up so that we can file the necessary case. Pero
sir, anong unit po ito kung hindi HPG? Kung identified na?
Hindi HPG. Sabi ko nga, hindi nga HPG to. Actually, naka-assign sa NCRPO. So, malaman nyo bukas. Police din, pero hindi nga HPG. Kasi lumalabas nga doon na HPG daw. And we are asking the victim to please come over to HPG para we can file the necessary case. And we will not tolerate. Malaman nyo bukas yung dalawa kung sino yon. At may dagdag pa yon. Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, sir. And that ends our press briefing this morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you.